Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review A Man Called Otto. And this is a remake of A Man Called Uwe, and this is from director Mark Foster, who previously did films like Finding Neverland, The Kite Runner, and Stranger Than Fiction. And this stars Tom Hanks as Otto Anderson, who's a curmudgeon on this little isolated street, who he is trying to grieve with the loss of his wife and looking to make some drastic decisions, but winds up being kind of swept off his feet and made to warm up a little bit thanks to a family who moves in across the street. And throughout this film, it focuses on this man Otto and his own personal grief and loss for his wife, how he processes it, his obsessiveness with keeping this whole neighborhood in tip-top shape, as he used to be the one who ran the HOA. And you have this curmudgeon kind of interactions with all the neighbors, which there's a lot of fun characters in this film from top to bottom, with especially this family that moves in is a lot of fun. And you have Marisol, played by Mariana Trevino, and Manuel Garcia Rolfo as Tommy, and they're so charming and wonderful. And Marisol and Otto develop this wonderful relationship that we get to see, and their daughters are adorable. Luna and Abby, played by Cristiana Montoya and Alessandra Perez. And you have all of these other characters around that, like Jimmy, played by Cameron Britton, who's like this really just nice guy who lives in the neighborhood. Mac Beta's Malcolm, who's a trans man who, you know, was made to feel welcome by Otto's wife, and you have these connections. Some of the writing in this is really on the nose, and when it's really trying to make a point, it's very pointed. It also gets pretty sentimental at times and can feel a little contrived. But it's so heartwarming and emotional, and you connect with this. Tom Hanks is fantastic. He's hilarious. I laughed quite a few times. He's just straight up funny as this curmudgeon character, and then you also feel for him because he adds so many layers to it. And there's these flashbacks of him, how he met his wife, and their life together, and I appreciate how the film pulls back those layers as we need them until we have this full picture and truly understand where Otto is coming from. And it's a beautiful little film. Thomas Newman's score is fantastic. I already took a couple of tracks and put them on my Spotify, and it was very moving and engaging in many ways. And yeah, there's some antagonistic characters that feel very one-dimensional and caricatures sprinkled throughout, but there's so much heart and earnestness in this film, and Hanks gives such a great performance. I was so happy to see his character grow throughout this film and develop this relationship with this wonderful little family who, God, I could spend hours with because they're just such fun characters. The characters, the performances, the rock solid direction, the beautiful score all comes together to make a sweet little film, this remake that I feel like hits enough of emotional weight while delivering some joy. But those are my thoughts on A Man Called Otto. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.